The rodeo shows,
Tell them the first year. The first year. What?
man, I can't even remember the first
What are
year.
you talking
I'm
about?
serious, I can't remember first year. You can share with them whatever I can remember.
Okay,
Also.
the first year I remember we showed up, and back in the day there was no in-ear, and so when we got up on stage, they said, "Hey, just know that you're gonna hear a kickback for like seconds later of your music," and we're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, so you have to really concentrate." I swear to you, it was horrible. So it was like it was just on the. It was so crazy.
Literally the milliseconds, maybe it was 10 milliseconds later. So if she hit the bass drum, like say, it would literally you would hear, and I was like, whoa, what was that? Snare pops all the way around. So it was like, and then when you put all that together, it's like there's music going everywhere.
And it's bouncing around.
So we had to learn how to like just adjust and focus on each other.
Really focus.
Communication between musicians.
Yeah.
It's hard playing that for them.
Yeah, that was probably the first year. That was probably. I just remember that part of it.
Become accustomed to that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then the second year.
The second year, oh my gosh, it's been so many years.
That's old age kicking in.
That's old age right there.
That's old age.
There's
we were more relaxed.
More relaxed.
We were still concerned about it being filled up. Believe it or not, we were. We were like, I don't think it's going to be filled up. What if we don't do what we did last year? And blah blah blah. But within that, that's just normal talk, really, in any event that we would be a part of. Of course, you want people to show up for your concert, but I remember Selena was just so nonchalant about it. She did her press, and then she came back, and I don't know if you remember, but she wore a white beaded bra with the white beaded boots, and she actually sewed on the boots to her, the beads onto her boots. And she's there visiting with family. So we're in the dressing room. If you could just picture her actually sewing on each bead while talking with our family that came to visit us and just kind of hanging out. And so that's what she was doing before her performance. So it just shows you how, I guess, nonchalant she was and about things and not taking things so seriously and just, kind of just taking in the moment and just, she had it, in other words. She had it. And she looked incredible too.
We worried, but we didn't. It was kind of strange. We worried, but we didn't. We worried more about the technicalities of being in a place so big. It could knock any musician's confidence down because it's just like it's just a lot of bouncing around. You just have to really become accustomed to it. The last concert, we got in trouble because we flew in from Guatemala, from Central America, and we were exhausted. So we said, amongst the band, we said, let's all get ready and put our clothes on so we can go to sleep. And so my dad came in the bus and he was like, you've got a sold out show out there and you guys are sleeping right now? And we're like,
were y'all sleeping like this?
Yeah, but we pulled the clothes off, we pulled the covers off, we're already dressed, Dad. We're just exhausted from coming in from Central America.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there on the last concert.
Yeah, Suzette wasn't there, but that was a crazy
because I
moment.
broke my ankle, I fractured my ankle, that's why I wasn't there. A lot of people ask. But
it's crazy because after about that point already, by the third concert, we already had it pretty much down. We already knew what to expect. That it was with the acoustics and everything. So it's always, for us, that was always the challenge, was the acoustics of the Astrodome, which it's crazy.
I think that, and also the fact that you don't have that interaction like how you would at a concert because
people
you're
are
dead
so far
set.
away.
Yeah, they're so far away from you. So to be able to bring that energy and throwing it a little bit farther, to feel that energy, and I think that she did a great job of doing that and not making that an issue of like she made the people still feel like they were up close and personal with her, and I think that shows on all three performances. So we had a great time here, and I'm really honored about what's going to happen today. They're inducting her into the Star Trail Hall of Fame, so
it's super cool. That's I mean, when I go and I perform somewhere, that's what I always like to look at. Like say for example in Mexico City, they have a place called El Auditorio Nacional, and when you perform there, they only let like tops perform there. So when you walk down the halls and you see Aerosmith and you see all these groups that have played there, it's a prestigious thing. So for that plaque to be there on that wall, to me, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It represents a lot. It's going to be here as long as this building's going to be here. So a lot of generations to come will read about Selena, and that's important to not only Suzette, but I believe our whole family.
Yeah, and to the fans too, and what she represents,
Exactly.
you know, to the Latino community, you know, and I think it's just it's awesome.
Yep.
I'll do it from the top. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.